while I'm in the storytelling mood, I figured I'd tell you guys another one. So went to the local weed man store. It's a weed lady actually, to get my my regular package. And when I pulled up, there was like some like loud talking and stuff like that. You know, she always has like a house full. Sometimes she's by herself, but mainly she has a house full every time. So I heard loud talking and somebody was like, I want my ass ate and my pussy ate and all of that. So I was like, oh my God, what's going on? So I knock on the door and the lady was like, not the weed lady, this is somebody else. I could tell it wasn't her. So they were like, is this somebody who can eat my motherfucking pussy? Is this somebody who can eat my motherfucking ass? So when she opens the door, she's like, oh, that's a man. Oh. So I'm like flabbergasted and shocked at this point. Because I'm like, how dare you, like, call me a man? You know, do you see the titties? Do you see the mug, the beauty? Like, do you see the ass? Like, don't you see her? Like, do you see the weave? Like, don't you see her? Like, well, what don't you see about her? So, I goes in, and then she gets up out of her chair, and she looks me up and down, like, she's taller than I am. And so, I'm looking her up and down, and I'm like, is it clean? She's like, well, I said, you up here screaming up and down the street, you want somebody to eat your pussy in your ass? I said, is it clean? And she's like, yeah, it's clean. And she bends over on all fours and starts clapping her ass. And I'm like, oh my God, you're fucking wild. I said, what have y'all given her to drink? It's like 4 other people in there, including the wee lady. I'm like, what have y'all given her to drink? And she's like, she's fried. And I'm like, I see. So I get my package or whatever. I'm getting my package and everything in the back room, in her bedroom, and everyone else is still in the living room, including Miss Thing. We're going to call her Miss Thing. So she ended up telling me that that's her sister, her younger sister. And this lady, Miss Thing, looks like at least 10 years older or 12 years, 15, 20 years older than the wee lady. And I'm like, wow, why do you look so young? And she's like, thank you, everybody says that. So as I'm walking back through the living room to go out the door and get back in my ride, she's like, let me get your number. And I'm like, why? And she's like, should I do everything? I do everything. I fucks with everything. So I give her my number. I did. I'm never gonna fuck with her. I'm never gonna probably even, you know, see her unless she wants her hair done or unless she wants to come out to one of my shows. But I'm like, that is so crazy. And by the end of everything, like, she hugged me and she apologized for misgendering me and all of that. And I was like, all of that was unnecessary. You know what I mean? And it's 2018. Like, you know what we are. We're here. You know exactly how to acknowledge us. So let's just stop playing around, okay? Everybody else that was in there was just laughing and looking like, ooh, like they thought I was going to get nasty. But, like, I have no reason to get nasty. My royalty, my presence speaks for itself. So I reached out. I hugged her. She hugged me back. There was a little girl in the room as well. Her granddaughter, she had to be at least 3 or 4 years old. She reached out for a hug, and I, like, changed the whole vibe of the room. And girl, it just was a mess, okay? It was a mess. And if you're wondering why I have this, like, boom shakalaka in the middle of my forehead, it's because somebody punched me in my forehead. And if you want that story, you're going to have to go back and look at my previous video. I love you so much.